Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. So hooray, I'm back from my vacation slash sabbatical. I apologize yet again for not having videos for a couple weeks. I wanted to try to record a backlog for it, but unfortunately, what with the full-time job and all, I simply wasn't able to pull away time for... When you think about it, it's like maybe put it in perspective. It's something like basically like two full work days in order to do 2 weeks of videos, and it's tough to record a lot in one setting. So it's like two entire days of recording. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. But we're back now. And unfortunately, now I have caught the norovirus. Hooray! So I'm in the process of not feeling great. That said, I really do want to have videos on the channel. It's very important to me. I don't want the channel to just like vanish because I got sick after a vacation. So here we are doing great. I'm only mentioning the sickness just to say that I will periodically have to mute in order to avoid making unpleasant mouth sounds. One of my least favorite things in all of YouTube content is when someone else makes an unpleasant mouth sound, and I hate that. It makes me not want to watch a video, so I don't want it in my videos. So I'm going to be muting myself periodically for extended periods of time. Hopefully not too long, but I'm pretty sure you'll all notice it. It usually gets called out when it happens. Additionally, my voice is probably a little more nasally than usual. The sound quality hasn't changed. It's my voice. I trust that you'll understand. That'll hopefully fix itself over a few, I don't know, hopefully a couple weeks or so, but it is what we're dealing with. Otherwise, what I actually wanted to talk about today for my intro is I went on a vacation. Yeah, it was cool. I went to California, which is on the west coast of the United States for those who aren't U.S. citizens. And basically, it's bigger state-wise than most countries in Europe, but at the same time, it's got a huge diversity of climates and things. Regardless, I was visiting Central California, specifically the Monterey Peninsula, one of my favorite areas, and an area I've spent a lot of my life. It's beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Ireland coasts. So if you have ever seen Irish coasts, you would know kind of what I mean. It's got that very rocky, foggy, cool but humid vibe, a lot of fog, just generally a very, very moody location. I'm a big fan of it. It's also, there's a lot of other things about it that are really cool, including it's like the golf capital of the world. There's like Pebble Beach is beautiful. I visited the Lone Cypress. Google it. It's a cool thing. There's a lot of just really cool stuff out there. It's been a long time since I've been, about 6 years or so. Pandemic, I mean, cut me off from travel, especially to that area, because of all the places I was going to travel, it wasn't going to be somewhere else in the United States. So yeah, it's been nice to go back. It was a great vacation. Very excited to have done that. It was nice to see some people out there that I normally don't see very often. They were very excited. And yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm glad to be back. That's where I'm going to set that one at. It's been a lot of travel. Travel is very draining energy-wise, and also getting sick after travel is tragic. I wear a mask in all of the airports and all of the airplanes, literally never take it off except to like lift it just a little bit for like, I don't know, a peanut or something here or there. And let me tell you, I still managed to get the norovirus. I don't even know how. I did my best. I don't know. It is what it is. It's just, there was a person behind us on the plane ride back that was just coughing constantly, and I was like, y'all, why are you flying like this? But it was probably that person. The thing is that the norovirus, I mean, well, I'm not going to go into details on it, but it's not normally transmitted like that, but it's usually through food, but that is what I got, so kind of a weird situation. I don't know. Anyway, let's play some Monster Train, right? Our previous run brought us up 270 wins on the series. Exceptional. It was a little Fade Waxer Snuffer opener. It was pretty awesome. Outrageously powerful. We ended up getting a votive key eventually. We had a self-infused Baron for a tank with Morsel Master infused with Crucible Warden, and then Multi-Strike plus 25. 2 copies of them. Really strong Firelight Fade run. It just kind of popped off completely. Really nothing else to add. Very good. It felt good to record. And now we get to move on to my least favorite champion, Echo Right. I just don't like him. Honestly, I feel like, and I think this really stems from a design failing on his part. I just don't think he's an interesting element of the clan. I feel like he's a missed opportunity. And that's one of the reasons, that's the main reason I dislike him. He's just a jank, right? He's a champion that's, you know, two-space. I'm not going to go into details. There's a lot of reasons for it. I've talked about it in other videos. You know, I'm sure if you have questions, ask me in a comment, right? Speaking of that, that's all I've got for this intro. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Those things are cool and awesome. I appreciate you not unsubscribing with me taking a couple weeks off. That's very cool of you. So yeah, let's go ahead and play some Wurmkin. See what we roll into today. Alright, hope you're all doing well today, hopefully better than I am. I won't say I'm doing bad, but, you know, I'm definitely feeling it. I unfortunately couldn't record right when coming back because, well, I got sick, and I've been sick for a few days. I have recovered enough that recording now feels, you know, doable. I did record an episode yesterday, so this gives you some time to understand things. It was specifically so that I had the daily challenge up on the day that it goes live, but yeah, we're making progress. We're gradually getting better, alright? That's what matters. Okay, today we are Exile Wurmkin default Hellhorned double pings, always a fan. We're facing Pushback Talos, Spell Shield Arcus, Patient Seraph. We have Bogfly Vent, Power of Knowledge. Cool. No etches in this opener, but Bogfly is comfy. I'm okay with that. Vent is a good upgradable card. Power of Knowledge pays out for some eventual consumes, so that's cool too. Good. I like that. Looking ahead, we have Temples on 2, 3, 6, 7. A decent spread. 4 Temples. Nothing too crazy here. Dupe on 8 is on Steel side. Seems good. Magic and Steel on 7, nothing remarkable here. No removals. Random dupe Hellvent, or rather Hellvent plus Horde is what I meant to say. On 6, Magic Shop has a Vortex, no Steel here. No Magic on 5. We do have Money plus Trinket Shop removals. Pretty good combo if we can afford to go there. It's Wurmkin, so we like trinkets. Steel Shop has Money and Cave on the other side if we need it. Steel and Magic on 4. No doubles as a result. Magic has the Vortex. Steel has a Hellhorned banner. All banners seem notionally pretty good here. In the early game, we have a Hellhorned banner on Steel side, Wurmkin banner on Magic side on 2. Could see myself going the Wurmkin side. Depends on what we end up with. And then another Wurmkin banner Horde on 3. That's definitely the play. Hellvent is okay, but we would need something crazy here to beat out the other side. So let's move along. Wurmkin sketches. Double Wurmkin banners. Alright. Wurmkin sketches. It is annoying having the Bogflies, I'll admit, but it's okay. We can play around it. Shellsmith, I mean, it's a bummer it's not Marshallord, but what we can do is we can put Repeater down, and then any turn he lives is kind of a blessing, is the way I would say it. So we'll take that. The sketches is going to take over this run, though. We want this unit draft. It's mission critical. The extra units are actually going to help in this early combat. Ooh, we got both of the worm bogflies on middle, which is nice. Not going to ping middle, but I am going to work a little bit here. We get a train steward to tank upstairs, which I like. Every ping does matter for mid. Great, these bogflies are doing good work. Top floor clears itself, fantastic. We want to try to, yeah, we keep the bogfly alive, which is very good. Yeah, seems good to me. Cool. We'll clear it upstairs, great news. I'm going to go ahead and we pop the guy, the healer on bottom. Upstairs, nothing remarkable. I think we're just going to shoot the guy for as much damage as we can get. We're very likely to take a chunk of damage here, unfortunately. Is it worth more? It doesn't change a lot. It just gives me, what, an extra 5 damage here? It's possible I hit this train steward upstairs. I'm going to avoid... Our goal is to avoid death with this draw order. We're already out of this. Yeah, we don't pass away. We take 6 hits for 36 damage, which is, to be clear, a vast majority of our health. But that's what we're willing to pay here, right? Echo Infusion is important. Bounding Echoes is really good. It gives me something to repeater, but this Echo Infusion lets me buff up my floor. Echo Transfer is also very good, but I think we need the health to make our floor more durable first. Welder Helper, we can't afford to take extra imps here. We end up with, gosh, is it Alpha Fiend? Just YOLO Alpha Fiend? It could actually just be Horned Warrior here. It's a reasonable pick. I'm going to grab the Horned Warrior. Okay, now we're on the back foot. We do have to look at the Wurmkin banner here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Shard Soul Carver is good, right? Shard Soul Carver is an excellent infusion into Horned Warrior here. It's kind of the ideal pick, I think. First of Kin is excellent, but remember, we are skipping a steel shot to do this. So I want the one that guarantees me the infusion that I want. So let's do... We can't go Horned Warrior the other way, unfortunately, because Fragile is too penalizing. But we can freely do Horned Warrior infused with Carver. And I feel confident in this either way. There is the conduit combat that's very scary here. Incredibly scary here. So we need to... We have double pings, so we're not in dire straits, but, you know, still, right? Still. I'm not going to go too ham on things like -2 preemptively in Power of Knowledge. The holdover, I mean, I will buy a holdover on Vent. We should see a +30. I could do it in Echo Infusion, but I really think the Vent is just going to be a better play overall. Is it? Oh, it's tough. I do want the Inspire triggers. It's a good... I'm going to do it in the Echo Infusion. Alright, you got me. No shops coming up, so I really should invest, I think, right? Like a -1 +10 Echo Break could save the run here. And I'll re-roll. Sure. I'll do another -1 on an Echo Break. I actually think... Do I want the +10 more? I think I do. Yeah. I do here. More damage. Alright, we'll move on. 35 shards. It's a lot, but I feel decent about this. Okay, it's not conduits, which is important. We should be able to clear this. I'm being very bold, but I also feel very confident. It's a good roll here. It's a really good roll here. Our priority is to dispatch of every unit, which should be doable. Pop them all, pretty much. What's drawing up? We have plenty of pings coming up, so I'm happy to invest more here. Good. Great. Alright. Keep buffing. Keep pinging these things. I want to keep... Yeah, keep using them. Alright, I think we're good to go. Now we start buffing the Horned Warrior stat-wise. We're going to still ping out bottom floor. I will take out that spell shield. We should be more than fine here. Yep, we have it. Great work. Fantastic. Feels good. I don't even have any upgrades in this Horned Warrior. Crushed the combat, got the trial, got the collector. Good. You see what I mean? I was just so super confident in that. Eternal Kinstone's the pick. Unfortunately, Repeater is looking dead on arrival, but that's fine. It's a purple echo, purple Eternal Kinstone in my Ring 2 pack, which, you know, I don't really like rares in my common pack, but fine. I'm still grabbing it. No units. Ritual of Battle, not bad. Should I always take a source of damage? Probably. I think I should grab this. Even if it's not purple, it's a really good card. So we'll take that. Now, strong argument to dupe here. Getting a second Horned Warrior in play right away is nice. Won't have terribly many other options until Ring 6, it looks like, to get that dupe. So, not a bad idea to go ahead and do that. It also picks up some health, which I don't hate. I think this will position us decently. Even if this guy is fully unupgraded, I feel okay with it. I don't need other units. They're not bad, though, right? Well, it's also... I mean, I could pick up, like, a random tanky dude, right? Sure. We weren't shown Hidden Passage either, which is a bummer. A lot of imps. Not that I mind imps, but I can't take them in this particular run. No removals here. I'm going to go left. We could find something cool in this Wurmkin banner. Collection of Tales. It does improve the quality of the ritual. Meanwhile, Golden Vault... I think it's actually Golden Vault, and it's not particularly close here. That will secure this run in a major way. Keeper of Echoes is not a bad add to this run. Even with just some plus 25s, he does good work. Yeah, we'll take him. Okay, fine. Plus 30. Well, the vent would have been online. I'm still going to do it, right? I'm still going to do it, but it is what it is. No infusions needed here? I don't think so. I do need to cut units, which will happen next floor. I'm going to spend a lot of money at this steel shop to do it. I'm going to go ahead and see what I hit at this cavern. Wingmaker? Well, okay. The interesting challenge here is if I had seen the X5, I would have wanted to have this vent loaded. It's the reason I did this, right? I want to have X5 on the vent. But now that I've used the plus 30, geez, I sure wish it were in the Wingmaker, right? The thing is, really, I don't care that much about space, oddly enough. So I think I'm going to grab the Wingmaker anyway. We're playing sketches, so it's weird, but sure. I guess they could give... I guess I might be able to do something with Hef, maybe. Trample somewhere? I don't know. It's already kind of chaos, but we're moving on. I think it's fine. We don't need to push too terribly hard. We are over 50, but I'm not terribly worried. We have the tools to do this. If anything, if it's missed on mid-floor, it's fine, right? Yeah, like, oh no, the Carver's not on the floor. It's fine. You know, I can still comfortably play Repeater Carver upstairs and do okay. I am going to load out middle, though. It is good to do it. Goodbye, Bogfly, unfortunately. Okay. I am going to have to buff upstairs, I think. This is a fairly dicey-looking Discipled Foot Soldier upgrade on mid-floor. But we're clean, thank you, Wingmaker, for being a bro. Pretty much. And this is pushback, so I can tank this hit with a Train Steward. Honestly, pretty close to optimal here, if I'm being honest with you. Very good. Thank you, Wingmaker. I'm glad I grabbed it. Another extremely good setup here. I can put the Bogfly in, which is free damage, right? And then we plus 30 vent this to completely crush the back floor here. Great. Cool. Pop. Looks good. Mid-floor is collapsing, and that will have to be okay. Ugh, really? Well, I don't hate this, but I'm not happy about it either. How does the math work out? I get pushed back. Womp. 1525. So if I single ping in front here, we get the double? Yeah, alright, fair enough. We did it. I'm going to shoot the boss here, because I don't like her. Cool. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Didn't draw a unit on that particular turn. I'll take the double play here. That's nice. I am going to put some health in the front now. I'm going to play the plus 30 event. Of course, seems good. Stop damage. Keeper is alive, technically, and that's okay. I'm going to pop that guy. Good, good, good. Take purples. We win in the back without much issue. Unfortunately, it's not ideal, but I mean, the Echo Infusion is doing a lot of work here for anyone keeping track. I think I can get this guy in front with these front two. Wait, the 55? Yeah, seems good. Cool. I mean, we easily had it, right? But Golden Vault adds some security that I'm very happy about in the weird parts of this run. Last Stand, I have Rage. I don't think this is going to be it, so let's just skip there. Man, Repeater with, what, accelerated incubation? I mean, no, right? A possible play to consider would be like a 20 consume on Wingmaker, right? Which would be reasonable, actually, and then Repeater that back. He's hard to get on the floor, though. Now, Steelworker, let me tell you, Steelworker into that Keeper is pretty solid, right? Yes. Glugsider, I mean, we have March of Shields in the run. It's theoretically possible he's decent here. We don't have March of Shields now, though, so he could end up in the back, and then it's just a tragedy. Or he could end up not getting played. I think Steelworker just adds more to this run. Does he? We're not duping this guy, though. I could put Glugsider into... That's not good. I was going to say put him into the, what's it called, the Keeper of Echoes. If you ever do roll him in front of the Shard Soul Carver, you just win. The Conduits on Ring 4 are the big risk as well, by the way, so another reason to take this Golden Vault. How do I feel about this? Glug versus Steelworker. The Steelworker's not bad, but Glug is maybe okay. I need to remove trash. Right? So we're going to the right. I need to purchase like triple removals here. We're going to drop 3 stewards and go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Which is still a lot, but improves our likelihood of actually hitting a coherent floor. Is Glug better? In an interesting twist, Glug might actually be better. If he ever rolls in front of another unit, he can solo things like Self-Made Harpy, right? Solo things like Crystal Cloak, if you can get him out. I'm actually going to grab Glug. I think he is the pick. He's also purple, which does help, by the way. Card draw, it's card draw, right? And it's not particularly close? Correct. Okay, good. We're looking fine. I'm going to go to the right. I'd love the removals, but unfortunately I do need the Steel Shop more. Let me just be clear. Okay, multi-strike, plus 25 on the Carver. Fantastic. Good. He's loaded. I love this for us. Now, if I re-roll and see what, a quick? Am I going to take the quick on him? He plays middle. I think he needs the health to not just implode if he ever rolls in front. I don't really need upgrades on Glugsider. He's got 200 health. It's a lot. Keeper could use an extra whatever. I mean, I would take a multi on a Keeper, I suppose. Okay, so the play here is what? I'm going to double dupe Hellvent, our boy, the Carver. He can roll in front. I think we want to actually re-roll and look for a... Here, I'm going to put the plus 25 in Glug. I want to re-roll and look for a large stone. Endless. Well, I'm not taking that. Okay. We're going to Steel Shop on ring 5 then as well. Hellhorned Banner. You couldn't convince me to take another unit if you tried. I am going to purchase a single removal. I wanted to do a triple, but I have to think, because I found some good upgrades, right? 4 hits. Divine Horde. I want to look at this. Impsicle's weird. Oh man, Guild Marker would have been cool. Ashes. I mean, I'm not taking... There's no summon triggers here, right? No. I mean, Impsicle first, then Ashes would have been cool. Get both of these. Impsicle's not bad. I don't have the Ember to play out an Imp every turn, though. And most of these are not going to be very useful, right? What am I going to do with a Welder Helper? What am I going to do with a Rage Imp? I can't fit it on the floor. I'll take the Guild Marker. Unfortunately, this always happens to me, where I take the Relic second, and I have to think about whether I did this in the wrong order. Because I purchased things first, being like, and now I feel strong enough to take this Horde, and then I take the Horde and its Guild Marker, and I'm like, well, I just wasted like 40 gold. I'm going to hard pivot into Martial Lord here, so maybe this guy lives a floor. That should be fine. I don't even think we have a consume card yet. But if he can live a little bit and we can get like, I don't know, 20 consume Wingmaker seems decent. I think I need these 4 hits for the potential of the, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Conduit floor here. So we're not going to invest in another removal. We move on. Now this could hopefully just be an easy combat. Yeah, it's not conduits and it's not party boy. So great. Do I think I can beat spikes? Maybe. I suppose it depends on if I get Glug on the floor or not. I don't think this is necessary. I'm going to just take that off. I want to make sure I don't burn my health. Alright, we got Glug on the floor. Sure, that's something. Alright, cool. Now we do have to go in a different order here, right? Because of the extra space from Echo Right. Let's actually put Echo Right in front here. Now, unfortunately, I am most likely going to play... I'm not going to be investing in mid-floor, I don't think, right? I want to invest upstairs. Yes, okay, fine. I get a plus 30 there, which is fantastic. I'll play the vent middle. I'm otherwise just going to self-ping upstairs a bunch. We got a good roll here, actually. We do a self-ping up top, and then we just vent middle. Very strong vent. Yeah. Feeling decent about this combat. I probably could have gotten away with it as a result. It being the... what is it? The trial, but... Now let's see. Argument to ping out middle, but I'm probably going to hit the Wingmaker next turn, something like it. I think I gain enough from the pings upstairs that I'm not terribly worried about this. We're doing like 99 in the back. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, I had to think about that to make sure I wasn't about to leak something crazy. We're just going to be hard investing upstairs, and it's fine. Yeah, here's your Wingmaker. Yeah. It's a good Wingmaker downstairs, though. Let's be honest. I'm going to go ahead and ping out. Upstairs, we're pushing numbers. I'm actually going to Wingmaker the harder to access floor. There's an upgraded reflector, and this bypasses the spell shield. So I'm good with that. Now, unfortunately, we do have this Chungaloid Keeper of Echoes. Do you want a ritual here? It's a good ritual. I don't have a lot of other purple cards here, so I'm going to actually... I think the ritual represents more net value than anything else we could add to the combat, so there you go. Great. Well done. Now, I'm pretty much happy with the state of our run here, so I think we just double ping downstairs, ping once up top, and we're cruising. I think Glug 1v1's this thing. You want to see something cool? Here's some purples. Great. Good job, Glugsider. Right? All you need to do is put purples on the floor, and this thing generates like a billion-D reap on itself and then implodes. Right? Bam. Gone. Glug, it turns out, would be a good unit if you could actually play him in most runs. Funny how that works out. It's unfortunate that Glugsider is what he is, because we all love the big wormy boy. It's a shame about Unearthed Remains being not purple, but it would at least give me a good consume card to finally return, which I'm in on, I suppose. If I can make it free, it's basically a free etch something. I don't know if that's really that useful. I'll take it. It's a minus. If I have a -2, I'm going to put it into the ritual. I don't actually think that's going to add it, right? Soul Cripple. I mean, I'm looking for a purple etch is the thing. I'm going to skip that. There might be other targets we run into. Last Stand is again an option. Inferno's not bad. Just blow up a floor somewhere. I mean, actually, we'll just take the Inferno. I do want to go to some magic shops at some point, but we are going to Steel Shop first. It's good to go. There's a lot of things we can pick up here. Multi again, cool, great. Honestly, this seems too aggro to me. Not enough health on the floor. Not enough health. I think 3 hits is plenty. We can give the multi-strike to the Keeper of Echoes and feel pretty okay about that. I think we're gonna look for a large stone, alright? We're gonna look for a large stone. The one time I wanted a large stone. Well, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna take the plus 25 in the Horned Warrior here. It will have to do. Sure, fine. Endless, not a chance. Plus 10 on the Keeper. Am I gonna see another Steel Shop? Dupe. I do see a Steel Shop. I'm gonna hold out. Cave. See what we hit. Give me Major Refraction. Shame. I'll take Heaven's Gold. Heaven's Gold plus Golden Vault, and we can do some serious numbers here. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. I'll take money. Money is a big payout here. It's more damage, and it's more Golden Vault value. But also, I do think I need to remove units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's chaos, right? I need to remove 2 units here, I think. Yeah, we're down to 6 now. This'll do. Okay. And next up, we're going to a dupe. Alright, we're not going to really be able to clean this run up in the way we want until much later on, but at least we have some elements keeping us from death. Hey, Glugsider's about to absolutely pummel Crystal Cloak's whole life. How do I feel about Heaven Seal? I don't really need this relic. There's a lot of good stuff, right? There's a lot of really good things that we could hit. Now, whether I actually need them is another story. There's a big risk here, right? It's Harvesters. It's a huge, huge risk. The direction, what I get on my floor is... I mean, yeah, what I get on my floor matters a lot here. I think practically, as long as I stay the course, I win anyway. So there's no reason to take this risk. So we simply will not. I can envision a floor where this murders me. And then, sometimes they put Glugsider in front and we have no fear. So, great. Fantastic. I'm just going to shoot Glugsider, and this is going to be a ridiculous floor. Now, we did roll a absolutely terrifying floor here. Look at this. Oh boy, it's spicy. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to greed for money here because it benefits both Heaven's Gold and the Golden Vault. I'm going to pump this floor's numbers because this guy hits Glugsider here, which is relevant. Generates some reap on him. He is a bit dicey. He's going to do a ton of damage to me. I want to double Kinstone Middle. That's important. Let's push some numbers upstairs, though, I think. Let's not disrespect here. We don't get the kill. Unfortunately, we do not get the kill, but we put him in range of a 44. Now, he's not going to actually be 44, right? Because he hits me for 25 gold burst, so I lose 2, so I takes 42. Is he in range of 42? He is in range of 42. Great. So let's vent the scary floor downstairs then. Okay. Alright. Golden Vault takes a ping. Great work. Thank you, Golden Vault. Extremely cool. Upstairs, not a problem. Glugsider doesn't really need this, so I'm going to at least hatch the egg upstairs. I think it's worth it to do. Great. I'll take some stuff. We're not actually pushing numbers here in a pleasant way. I'm going to go ahead and Wingmaker bottom floor because it kills 2 enemies. Great, we hatch the egg upstairs. Fine. How's upstairs looking? This guy not looking great. I think if we can push the number over... Yeah, we push the number over 6 and we get the kill. Great news. Cool. Fine. Great. We're going to be okay. Our floor is not clearing everything now, though. Important to keep in mind. I'm going to buff upstairs again. I want to protect my guy. I'm going to just self-ping Glug because he self-heals. It's fine. Blast some stuff. And we're good. Okay. Glug 1v1's Crystal Cloak, and it's not particularly close. So, incredible work, right? This is just free real estate, basically. We actually don't even get to the Reap, though the Reap would be doing like 800 damage at the end of this combat, so seems good. Fantastic. Total Recall, it is a consume card, but I'm not going to click it. Skip. I'm looking for a purple consume. You gotta have something for me, man. Battering Ram, Tiresome Climb is probably pretty okay. You could use Tiresome Climb to put Echo right on the floor, which is amusing. How many units am I going to have, right? Probably maybe 5, actually, right? I'm duping twice, and I have 3 already in my setup. So I'll have 5 once I remove all the bog flies and stuff, and the train steward. So, Tiresome Climb is a good card, and I think I should grab it anyway, but I'm not happy for... I'm going to need Ember, is what it comes down to. My stuff's very expensive. We're going to the right. The dupe is mandatory. Horde says Serrated Mandibles. I'm going to say, yeah, yes, please. Cheater's Hand, no thank you. -2, thank goodness. I'll take it. A Purge? Interesting. I could use... I think I'm actually going to go ahead and fly removal. Oh, actually, I'm going to train steward removal here. One of the weird instances where I think this train steward infusion is super correct is when you have a sketches line and you really need to clean it up. And I'm not putting anything else in this keeper, so I really don't mind having a +5, +10, 15 in it. That's like respectable. Dude ends up in front and he might live a couple rounds. So, sure. And he scales the floor when he inspires, which makes him decent. So, actually, yeah. I also think we're strong enough with this dupe that's coming up, right? Because I'm picking up the dupe on the Carver here. There's nothing else here, right? Yeah, because we have the second Carver in the pot now, I feel much more confident overall in the run. Now, the real question is, where does the -2 go? We have a lot of good candidates. I think it's going to be Inferno. Because if I'm being honest with you, it's the card I want to play whenever I see it because it makes the sketches floor a lot safer. The Ritual is fine. But it helped in like one combat. And, you know, the Tiresome Climb is a close number 2. So I think this goes in Inferno. Now, do you purge something here? If I purge Power of Knowledge, that's a dead card if I've ever seen it. Yeah, let's actually do it. I think that's good. This is a good set of upgrades to take. We move on. I think we should confidently trounce Arcus now that we have a little more confidence in our sketches setup. Okay, now this is not a great floor 1. Let me be clear. This is not a great floor 1. So we're going to be playing bottom floor here. My plan is to ascend my floor together, venting out downstairs. I'm going to try to tiresome climb the guy up. Now, unfortunately, this Inferno is not helpful, but we can save most of my floor. There's no hope of me being able to actually... Like, this Inferno is dead, right? I can't play Glug. Tragic. I'm going to Inferno the Pyro Room so I don't incant anything. And I am going to purge out Power of Knowledge here. Goodbye. Okay. Alright, rally on that floor is not a problem. We do see the Wingmaker on bottom, which is okay. Sure. Great. It's a rally trigger here. I think we're alright. I am going to continue to do work here. It's important to continue the Inspire actions. Yes. Alright, first time you see Tiresome Climb, I'm bringing my man up. Great news. So, unfortunately, this means I have to Kinstone first here, and then we're ascending our lad. He gets dazed, but it does assemble a floor that I feel like actually wins. So, great. Fantastic. I think we can actually get the W now. Great work. Okay, this is the bad one. So the play here is we Inferno bottom, right? We Inferno bottom, yes. I'm going to Echo Break bottom as well. I'm going to end... I'm actually just going to vent bottom too. I almost could play Glugsider, actually. I didn't even think about it. That's funny. Whatever, I'm going to vent it out. I'm going to end with the Echo Infusion in middle. I still think it's worth it, even though it makes this torch utterly unplayable. We want the stats. Good. Good, and now I think we have everything we could possibly want here. I'm trying to think if there's a reason to ascend Tiresome Climb here, but I don't think so. I'm going to ascend this guy in middle, though. There's no reason not to, I suppose. Sure. Great. Now, this is probably the least compelling form of this particular combat that we've had, right? I feel like we've been able... I don't want to ping out too much of my own armor. Let's get some Reap on the boss. Yeah, we're going to take hits. I don't think it's going to look good. Yeah, it doesn't look good, in fact. It's about as bad as I expected it would be. Let me be clear. I didn't think this would end well. I'm going to put some health on the middle guy here because it's a different... It puts him over the threshold of 35. Yeah, this guy has Stealth 1. Like, you know, it's not great. We didn't get Glug on the floor, so we don't have a very good tank, but we managed to ascend together a winning setup anyway. So, great. No damage taken. That's a W. Another purple Eternal Kinstone. This is an extremely efficient purple card, so I will take it. The idea of Wurmkin etchings here with no other consumes is hilarious to me. I'm leaning towards an Ember play here because stuff is expensive and my Steel Shop lines up with a Hellvent on ring 8. I just don't see... I mean, I'm going to one Magic Shop. The -1s are going to be going into the Kinstones. I'm never going to get Hef because I haven't killed enough stuff with Wingmaker, which is also very funny. I think I am taking Bell's Remorse here. Now, unfortunately, we haven't seen March of Shields, have we? Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. We might see it. There's one last chance, but even if we don't, it's fine, right? It's fine. I can use Echo Right to bait some stuff, I think, and it'll be okay. I think it is Ember here. Yeah, I think it is. I think you could maybe argue yourself into double draw. Is this Hef? No. It's a Divine Artifact, which I'm going to sell for money. Hilarious. I was like, Hef? Maybe? No, I'm not going to kill enough stuff. I might get lucky. We're going to go to the Magic Shop. I do want to look at one of these in this run. I think it's important to do it. Alright, what do we get? Another -2? Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and put that in a Tiresome Climb, which is my close runner-up here. That's good. Intrinsic. Tell you what, there's a lot of good things to Intrinsic here, and it might be that Tiresome Climb. We'll find out in a second. Permafrost. -1 goes into Eternal Kinstone. This is the card that I always want to play. I think we should just put a +10 in Wingmaker at this point, because there are no +30s in life for me, so fine. We'll do a +10 Wingmaker. Is there a Permafrost for you here? I don't think so. I'm going to re-roll that. I can't even see a 20 consume. I can't even get a 20 consume in this run. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's funny. I love that. Well, I'm just going to make Wingmaker do 26 damage then. This is acceptable, right? No holdover either, which was kind of what I was hoping for. Holdover Inferno does a lot of work on this run, but that's okay. Make Wingmaker a little stronger. I'm going to need to remove a lot of stuff, but my money is valuable. It's tough. So, here's the deal. I think I need to cut these Bogflies via infusion. I'll give Glug 5 hit points. Sure, you know? Sure. Great. I need to remove stuff, is something. We also missed Double Stack, by the way, which was the other thing I was holding out for, which does make me think I want Intrinsic on this Tiresome Climb in a very big way. That's important. Cool. Dark Forge, what am I going to do with you? It's going to be Martial Lord 2, and it's not particularly close. Great. -1 goes into the Fabled Eternal Kinstone here. Really good card. +10 makes Wingmaker better. I'm going to buy a removal now. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. We cut Bogfly, and we're out, right? We cut Bogfly, and we did it. The double infusions actually bridged the gap here in an important way, which this is a rare run where, like I said before, I do think the rando infusions are really helpful. We should be able to push this. Now, unfortunately, Glug could end up in the back, which is, you know, the way it is, right? It's just sort of the way of things. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Who do I care more about? I could bring up the Kinhost Vessel, which is probably what I'm going to do. This is an interesting floor. I almost feel like with these Shade Wings being as they are, I probably need to ascend one of them. I think so. That's a very dangerous floor, huh? Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Then we'll just pump up this floor in a big way. Great. Cool. We at least get a hit in, which is fine. Cool. Inferno, that's great news. Our plan is we vent middle, so I need to do 1 damage here. Done. We're going to Inferno bottom, of course. I want to try to get the Collector, but I don't think it's possible. Am I willing, Horned Warrior, to give you up? I think Glug does this. Let's vent upstairs. I think Glug takes this. I can, once I hit the, there's an important pickup that I can hit as well, which will help a lot. I can get you over 14, yeah, and then we get the Wingmaker bottom at least. I think we might be able to keep him alive if we draw well. Okay, it's now possible. Okay, bottom floor is terrifying. We need to respect the double upgraded Shade Wings is, like, terrifying. Let me be clear. There are answers in this deck to this, but whoa, boy, I might not draw them, and that is a ton of damage to take. Can I push 45 on this turn? I can push 12, 13, 25? No, I can't. In that case, I really do think the right play is to just really lean into top floor. Now, just draw well. Game is so easy, in fact. It is absolutely free. We get an Inferno for next floor, too. Great work. Cool. There were other answers. You know, the vent could have done it as well. We had a lot of possibilities, but it's good. It's good. We'll take it. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have anything for this tiresome climb. It's fine. Cool. We get the vent. Good job. I'm just going to click that vent, take care of the backline dudes, end it. Great. Good. We get through it. I mean, it's what I expected, right? And then we actually just... we don't even get to Glug, which is kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, you don't even get to Glug in the end. It's great. Combat is over. We managed to win this one. Okay. A little dicey, but things like the upgraded Wingmaker do a lot of work. Now, they might give me F. Yo, Return Soul. That's a good purple card. They did it. They gave me a purple card I wanted. Impish Scholar. No. Rage Serum is... I don't want it. No, skip it. Do we see Hef? Oh god, we see Hef. Do I actually want you for any reason? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm duping for 5. I'll have a third Horned Warrior. There's no... I've already used my infusion situation. Is there any world I want you? Not really. Not really. No. I don't think she adds anything. Nah. Sorry, Hef. Unfortunate. No big lady today. We go to the right. We're going to be duping. It's good. Great. Grab the relic, of course. I guess I'll look at stuff first. Endless. I am looking for a large stone, maybe? Hey, we get a large stone. It's great. Good. Look at the trinket shop. Resonant Shard, Encased Divinity. I will reroll because there are hits here that are very strong for us. We see none of them. Okay. Take the Horde. Okay, we see Bog Slime. That's great. Echo Seedling is weird, but, I mean, you could do that with Return Soul to create, like, 3 copies of something, which is cool. But I think, or rather, yeah, 3 copies, including your original one. I think Bog Slime's just generally better, though, with the Return Soul. I'll take that. It's good. Hellvent. Horned Warrior number 3. Now, you do need to ask the question, how much days do I need to win this run? It's important. That's an important question. How much days do I need to win this run? We have 27 cards, 6 draw. It's not very good. That's 5 turns to cycle. Now, 4 do get pumped out immediately, so it really is like a 23-er, right? My redraws are 4, 8. I have a holdover, keep that in mind. 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 21. Should remove the bad vent, I think. I think removals still pay out well here. I like saving money for the Golden Vault, and we'll save some. The Golden Vault Heaven's Gold is going to be big, but we're not looking like we're in a great position. I'm going to go ahead and purge the non-useful vent here. It is the worst card here. Okay. I'm probably saving the rest of my money. I don't know if 240 of my Heaven's Gold and Golden Vault value is worth it. Do I actually need Tiresome Climb number 2? I think I do, actually, now that I'm visiting upon this again. So I'm going to go ahead and Tiresome Climb number 2 here, actually. Now, there's ways we can play around it, right? We can keep Echo Right alive. We can Return Soul a Tiresome Climb, and then cycle the Tiresome Climb. You know, we have tools if I wanted to try to give it a pseudo holdover in that way. But it's sketchy. It requires good draw. It's dangerous. This is pretty straightforward, I think, right? I think we just chill and move on from here. We should do a good job, I think. I don't think there's anything else particularly dicey we need to call attention to on this one. We have it, right? And, well, we got Glug in front, so really, who's worried about anything? I'm going to go ahead and ascend the boss away first. Echo right downstairs. Strong argument here for getting Echo right on the floor. Strong argument. Now that we have Glug in front, he can heal. He's good. So let's put Echo right on the floor and then get cooking, right? I'm going to let Glug get punched. Cool. We should be able to push this. Right? I don't think I experience any fear here. It's Inferno bottom floor, of course. Keep shooting. We're going to vent this out. Oh no. He's got the melee weakness. It's fine. I can heal him in such a major way that I'm just not afraid. I'm going to pop the guy downstairs. Like, even now, when Patient attacks, I don't have a fear, right? Like, we have Glug. He's simply too powerful. This floor gets out of control. We can heal the 78 just by playing Inspire triggers here, so we're chilling. Alright, finally I get to bring something back, which is going to be that Eternal Kinstone, because giving that pseudo holdover is really strong with the Bog Slime, so that's fun. And we vent bottom floor, and then we get that back, right? Yeah, pretty strong. We're going to be good. Play one, play another, play another. I should really have pinged one of these guys out first, so more of the Reap was going on the boss. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not even going to daze him here. Like, we have it. Cool. Cool, actually. What a great roll on this particular one. So many Inspire triggers. I love it. I could actually ascend this dude and he just passes away. Saves a bunch of health. Sure. Cool. He walks upstairs and then dies, which is good. Cool. Alright, we're looking good. I get to Inferno his Relentless floor too, which is nice. And save a bunch of health on mid as well, which is very good. So, great. We're back up to 282 health. That's a good amount of healing. And we are crushing it, right? I have basically no fear. We burn this other Eternal Kinstone. Check this turn out. Looks good, huh? Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. Yeah, that crushes. Fantastic. We even get extra guys on the floor. Echo right on the floor is a nice add. I would consider that pretty much optimal. It's not going to be that optimal. Blank pages? Sure. You know why? I have space on other floors. No reason not to. If you all it takes is rolling like Cultivating Sentient or Spike Sentient or insert, I don't know, Spine Chief here, you can do some absolutely bonkers stuff. Now, when I click OK here, the order of sketches determines the difficulty of this run. If Glug is in front, it's free. Alright, just hit. What an unbelievable perfect roll. Just hit. Like, I don't even care. Get them both on the floor, man. Get my whole party on the floor. What? It's broken. The game is so easy. Harvest Rector, sure, bud. I'm sure you'll live. The game is absolutely free. Like, who even thinks of Monster Train as a difficult game? I don't know what you're all talking about. Who is this, Windleton? I'm gonna be real, I don't think I want Windleton to hit. He can go punch things upstairs. That'd be really funny if I could elevate it into the floor. But I can't, and that's okay. Let's be real. Save some damage here. Cool. Great work. Just chew through everything. I'm not afraid. I get the Inferno, which is nice. Oh, and now I get Reform Rector? Now, hold up. Reform Rector, you can bring back a guy. I'm going to do the same thing, by the way. We're going to Eternal Kinstone for the triple Inspires. It's truly out of control how strong it is, right? And then we get to Inferno bottom floor anyway. Hey, look, he brings back other Rector, which is just very funny to me. Get him, bud. This looks good. I can daze the boss at long last, which is great. Could have elevated a guy, but it doesn't matter. Who are you going to bring back now? Doesn't even matter. He has no one to bring back. Ah, bummer. That's okay. We have some terrifying floors. Look at this. Hey, Trample. Trample Penumbra immediately passes away. Ah, it's a shame. Well, I wasn't really thinking that hard about it, so it doesn't matter that much. It's still funny, though. We're going to vent middle. Saves a lot of health. Good. We're looking at a very healthy, happy friend Glug here. Friend Glug doing great. Sure, Soul Guard. I bet you'll live. 100% confidence on that one. Now, it's theoretically possible. I don't know how close we can get. We're close, but we don't get there. That's okay. 153 damage. This is a massive floor comes in, and Glug stands strong. He is simply too powerful. I could Elevator Brawler Prince onto the floor. My guy, it's your time. Behold the scaling for you, my friend. Even though you can't attack until Relentless, you're doing 60 damage. Incredible work. He lives. He's doing it. I got a vent for the excellent turn. Primordium, no. This looks pretty good. Seems reasonable. And then we just vent downstairs and we feel good about ourselves. Great work. Thanks, Glug. Prince! Prince, you're gonna do it! You're gonna do it, bud! Oh man, Spine Chief, what? If I could elevator this Spine Chief up, this would have been the whole gang. It's okay. I'll be honest with you, it's not as strong as Seraph's plays were, but we definitely take this one home, that's for sure. Even Glug lives. Look at the Prince. Prince doing a casual, what is that, 35 plus 135 damage a round. His numbers, they add up. Great work, bud. Get him, Prince. What an awesome roll. I'm very pleased by that. I think we can confidently, I won't say confidently, I think we can comfortably win from any roll of sketches there. But I think we're better set with another one. There is another way you can play that combat, which is you can elevator using your tiresome climbs units to the top floor. Not ideal, but doable. And then what we would have done is, well, I'll go to the run summary and tell you about it. What we would have done is we would have gone with I would have gone with Return Soul onto a tiresome climb, and then we would have cycled that tiresome climb to get the whole floor up and keep the Divinity dazed. By doing it the way we did it here, it was extremely effective and efficient for scaling because Glug was in front. So you have so much flexibility in how you approach this run because of Return Soul, and that's just honestly excellent. So then what we could have done is we could have elevated top floor to ensure that Glug ended up in front and could tank the waves. So we could still do it. But yeah, as it turns out, Wurmkin sketch is good. Any run where I get to put Glugsider in the thumbnail, incredible work. We all love the guy. He's so good. Look at this lad. I wish I could zoom in on his card art. He's so good. He's huge. We love that. Incredible. Otherwise, a good Bog Slime roll. We finally picked up a Return Soul and managed to make Echo Right do something on this run. And otherwise, it was play it safe, right? I told you back on rings 4 and 5, there's probably a lot of good hits in those trials, right? Really good relics we could have picked up. But why take the risk? Look at this run. We win anyway. This is not even a train wreck episode. It was a train of thought episode, right? But I still went over 200 just because, I guess, right? Deal with it, I suppose. I guess the only real difference is I don't do resets on train of thought when you happen to end up over 200 like this. But I do think that's a conversation for another day. But anyway, that's kind of an interesting statement. So regardless, some other things, I'm glad we identified the tiresome climb angle here. I think that's important. I was talking about possibly duping a Horned Warrior first, but I had to run the numbers. I'm glad I stopped and thought about it. It's one of those things when you're thinking about it ahead of time, you're like, yeah, I've got a good target for that, right? Cool, we'll dupe a guy, whatever. But when you actually get there, you go, now let me think about this before I click the button. It's an important sanity check, right? I think we could have maybe still won with the Horned Warrior angle, but I think the second tiresome climb added enough value that I'm pretty pleased with it. So, cool. Great work. Go team, pretty much. I like sketches. I like sketches with Wurmkin specifically. I wish there were more fat clans. You know, just when I say fat, I mean like just a bunch of really big dudes that are like hard to play but really good. I mean, I guess it would be kind of unfortunate if all the clans were like that, but there's only the one, right? There's only Wurmkin right now. It would be cool if, I don't know, if I'm trying to think of a good example. Hellhorned almost gets there, right? You've got like Alpha Fiend and you've got Demon Fiend. But I wish if those units were just better, right? If they were just better units in general, I think that would maybe convince me a little more. Because you can also do some damage with things like Steelworker set up on the floor, quadded, right? 4 Steelworkers, that's like 20 armor return to everything. That's really good. So you can see how that would work. It almost gets there. I feel like they're the clan that wants it the most, but unfortunately Alpha Fiend and Demon Fiend are kind of just not great. Demon Fiend being the only like acceptable one. Consumer of Crowns is fantastic for it. I'll give you that, but he's a rare unit. You can't plan around it, so shucks, it is what it is. Anyway, not much else to add. That brings us up to 271 wins on the series. Incredible work, team, and I will let you go there. It feels good to be back. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.